Hi everyone, really good to see you again today. Now, where are we going? We're going to Ikea. Ikea is a Swedish company and it has a restaurant here and it's quite famous for its Swedish meatballs. Now, I'm not only here for the meatballs, I'm going to see what they have on offer as well. They have quite an extensive menu. The other thing that's interesting is on a Friday, everything's half price at the moment. So hopefully the food's really good and you can sort of get in here and have a real cheap meal. Now, no one panic. I'm not going to do any shopping here. I'm just here for the food. As always, let's give it a go. Okay, so we've got the food. You can take a look here. I've got my meatballs. I've got a portion of 8. You can sort of get 12 if you like as well. Nice smells coming off that. We've got the fish and chips here with some peas, tartar sauce. First impressions, that it does look a little bit dry. What it does smell really good is this biryani. I've got a vegetable biryani. Now, you know us on this channel. Oh, sorry, I got myself a dime bar cake for after as well. You know us on the channel. We don't do anything by halves. We try and sort of get a real cross-section of what's available. You could add salmon up there as well if you wanted. Yeah, so it's all about the flavours. Which one shall I start with? The meatballs. Gotta go for the meatballs. Wow. The thing is, I've got myself a latte. I'll come to the bill a bit later on, but basically it was just over £20 for the whole lot. But I'll go through the bill later. Okay, I don't want the food to go cold, but what you do here, you walk in, this is a huge restaurant area, that's loads of seating. You walk in, you go up, you order what you want, you then bring it up to the till, you pay for what you have. I got myself a latte and she gave me a token for that, and then you put that into the coffee machine and it comes out. So basically it's a little bit of self-service and yeah, away you go. Very polite behind the counter though, nice guys. Okay, let's start with the Swedish meatballs. Bring that over here. So you've got the meatballs there. As I said, you can get 12 in a portion. I got 8. Comes with the gravy, the peas, the potatoes, and this looks like some red currant sauce. So yeah, let's dive in. Let's cut into the old meatball there. Let's have that with some of the gravy. That's got a really nice flavour to it. I do like though is this gravy. Gravy itself, it's got a chicken taste to it, so it's kind of like a chicken gravy, but the meatball itself, that's very tasty, it's meaty. Yeah, I do like that. Actually, let's have that with some with this red currant sauce. See what that combination's like. No, I'm not mad about that red currant sauce. It's got a kind of a sweetness to it and a bitterness as well. No, I'm not a fan of that. Again, that's just sort of personal choice. Let's try some of the potato here. Some gravy, some peas. Are these extra special peas? Or are they just peas of peas? Nice creaminess and the potato, the peas are peas. All in all. And my impression here, I've got to say, that's kind of like a good meal. Excellent flavours there. Now, that's only personal choice, but I don't actually go mad for the red currant sauce. Overall, I've got to say, I like that, and I would have that again. Really like the gravy with it. Well, yeah. Okay, the only thing is, potato does need a little bit of seasoning to it. So put that on there. But overall, yeah, I'm quite impressed. I'll check the prices out in a second there. I mean, how much was the meatballs? £4.95. I think it was an extra pound for another 4 meatballs, but yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with that. That's really good. Let's have a big meatball as well. Okay, I'm now going to move on to the fish and chips. Okay, just move that to one side for a minute. Over to the fish and chips. Now, portion-wise, that's quite a nice portion. Again, just checking the price here. Fish and chips, £6.95. It's a little bit dearer than I thought it was going to be. Now, don't like to prejudge things, but that does look a little bit dry. Definitely crispy. You've got the peas there, some tartar sauce, squeeze of lemon, and chips. Now, I'm not in a fish and chip shop. Realistics here, this is all frozen. But again, £6.95. Let's start with the chips. Firstly, they're nice and hot. They've got a crispness to them. Are they the best? No. Are they the worst? No. You know what? Chips are chips. What they do need is some salt and vinegar, wherever there is any vinegar available. So let's put some salt on them. Put a little bit of salt on there. Okay, now into the fish. So, you can see the fish there. That's, I believe it's haddock. Yeah, I think that's haddock. Yeah, so it's haddock. Now, the problem I have with it, if you take a little close up in here, you can see that is super dry. That is really, really dry. The good news is the batter's not greasy in any shape or form. That's because that's dry as well. However, let's try it with a bit of tartar sauce. Do like my tartar sauce with my fish and chips. That is not a good piece of fish at all. It's totally overcooked. It is incredibly dry. The batter itself, yeah, it's crispy, but it's a dry crispiness to it. Tell you what, I might need a set of dentures after that. That was very, very hard. Now, going up to Whitby in 2 videos' time. I sincerely hope it's a lot better than that. It can't be any worse. Definitely can't be worse. Let's have a squeeze of lemon on there. Got to try and get some juice into the batter. Try and moisten it up a little bit. Onto the peas. My second lot of peas. Are they the same as the first lot? Wow. They are the same as the first lot. Okay. Now, overall, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. Okay, it's only £6.95, but I would definitely 110% not come back and order that again. Portion-wise for the money, I think was reasonably good. However, quality is not. So no, definitely wouldn't come back. Let's have I'll tell you what, I'm going to have one more go with it. I do have some good news though. I have some very good news. And the good news is, Mr. Carriage, I finally found somewhere that does worse fish and chips than you do at Harrods. It's here in Ikea. Okay, I suppose the only difference is this was £6.95 and at Harrods it was sort of £40 or nearly £40. So yeah, there's that difference. Now, onto the biryani. Let's move them over there. Let's pull that over here. Do you know something? I need some therapy because I have got to get over this. I've got to leave Mr. Carriage alone, haven't I? Yeah, definitely got to leave him alone. I have to use this knife and fork. I've got to get a third set. So let's do that. Okay, the first things first. That smells incredibly good. You can smell the spices coming off that. Yeah, that's got fantastic smell to it. It's all about the taste, isn't it? Having a little look through here. You've got some sultanas in there, some red peppers, obviously the rice. It's got a real nice sheen to it. If you take a look there, that's actually got a nice sheen to it. And what does it taste like? Let's dive in. Don't forget, it's vegetable biryani. It's actually a bit too big, that was. Got the sweetness there, or currants coming through. The rice is actually cooked quite nicely, but that is seriously very bland. It is very bland. Wow. That needs some seasoning, and unfortunately, I only brought 2 silks over with me. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go over and get some more salt. But visually, very good. The smells are incredible. But apart from the sweetness of the currants coming through, that's all I'm really getting. There's a little bit of spice in the background as well, but yeah, overall, that is very disappointing. Wow, I had high hopes for that. I kept the best back, I thought. But yeah. So I went up, got myself some more salt and pepper. Now, I've got to be realistic. I'm just looking at the bill here. It's $4.95. You're not going to get Michelin star biryanis, and it's not an Indian restaurant either, so you can't really expect it to be top drawer. However, flavours are not there, you know. And in fairness, I actually looking on their website. They have a store downstairs where you can actually buy all of this frozen, and you can take it home. I wouldn't be breaking my neck to get the biryani and take that home, I've got to be honest, and certainly not when it comes to the fish there, the haddock. Although saying that, it could be overcooked. That could be the reason why, but yeah, I wouldn't break my neck for that. However, the star of the show is definitely the meatballs for me. So I'm going to be very, very kind here today. I'm going to let the cameraman have 2 meals today. You can have the fish and chips and the biryani, and me, I'm going to stick with the meatballs. Can't say I'm not a generous guy. Oh, hang on. That latte, by the way, absolutely fantastic. That was really good. That was £1.75. That was a good latte. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to crack on, and I'll see you guys shortly. Do you know what? I really enjoyed that. Swedish company, knowing how to do Swedish meatballs. That's natural. Really enjoyed the gravy, the potato, everything there. That was really, really tasty. Now, the thing that's interesting is, that is £4.95. Well, I've done something at the sign over there. You come in here on a Friday, it's £2.45. I think they're trying to kill each other around here. £2.45. I think that's incredibly good value. You know, that was a real tasty meal. Okay, guys, unfortunately, had to move table. There's a young baby there, got very, very upset, so didn't want the noise in the background. You can still hear the baby in the background as well. Okay, so onto my dime cake. It's cut in there. Wow. Cut very nicely, the biscuit underneath there. Changed my whole mind. Definitely come to Ikea. Definitely have that dime cake. That is out of control. That is so nice. It's gooey. You like your dime bars. You taste the dime bar there. Got the crispiness there. Oh man, that is just so good. £2.25. Do you know what? I'll drive a long way to have one of them. That tastes incredible. I don't know how many calories there's in it. Lots and lots, I'd say. Wow. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up here. Just while I left myself some coffee. I'm going to give you my final thoughts. What do you think of IKEA? Would you come here? It's certainly vast. I mean, it's got a lovely feel to it, nice vibe. Just very, very relaxed. It's yeah, it's kind of that Swedish feel. Oh, really relaxed. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, so we've come outside. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you is what really was interesting. It's a huge, great big restaurant, massive restaurant. How many business people are in there on their laptops and having business meetings? Never heard of it. Let's go to IKEA and have a business meeting. I can understand why. It's very, very calm in there, very relaxed. It's got fantastic background music as well. Standards in there, immaculate. You've got people going around clearing up. Wow, that is pretty good stuff. And ordering, it doesn't get any simpler. You just choose what you want, go up, bring it over, lady taps it in the till, and that's it, you find a table. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll start off with the ugly. Fish and chips, disaster. That was pure disaster. The fish itself dried out. The batter was completely dry. Horrible, horrible fish. Couldn't have that. That was just bad. Peas are peas and chips are chips. They, as a meal, no. Do not come here for the fish and chips unless that was a one-off. I don't know. I could have been a little bit unlucky, but no, not impressed there. The bad, well, that's the biryani. Vegetarian biryani. It had no taste to it. Even after seasoning, it struggled. The weird thing is, it had a real nice smell. Smell vision. It was like, wow. And I was like, I'm really looking forward to that because that smells fantastic. But no, there's hardly anything. There was nothing to it. It was just a nothingy kind of meal. It was. The only thing it reminded me was it was a bad ready meal, if you like. The meatballs, wow, I really enjoyed them. I only got a portion of 8. I actually wish I got a portion of 12 there. Really enjoyed the taste of the meatballs. They're Swedish meatballs and it's a Swedish company, so yeah, you'd imagine they get it right. I like the potato. Really, really enjoyed the gravy there. That gravy went with the meatballs fantastically well. Peas are peas. I didn't like the red currant sauce, but that's me. That's nothing to do with anything wrong with the sauce. So yeah, I was really impressed. Now I'll tell you what else is really impressive. On a Friday, as I said earlier on, £2.45. £2.45 for that on a Friday. God, definitely worth a visit for that. Okay, so for my vegetable biryani, it's £4.95. For the meatballs, it was £4.95. The fish and chips, £6.95. My cake, £2.25. And the hot drink, £1.75. So a grand total of £20.85 and no service charge. Well, you actually served yourself, didn't you? So it couldn't be a service charge. What marks I'm going to give it? I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to give the fish and chips a 2 out of 10. The biryani, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 10. The meatballs, star, 9 out of 10. And the cake, that's a simple 10 out of 10, easy 10 out of 10. Overall, my day here at Ikea, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Had I just come here for the meatballs and the cake, that would have been a lot higher, a hell of a lot higher. And it had been a Friday, even higher than that. Love to hear your comments. Really like to hear what you think of Ikea. You can like and subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate that. And until next time, bye-bye.